George Clooney calls the White House after the Biden administration criticizes the agency his wife works for. I'm Rob on the Right. Let's go take a look. The Washington Post writes, Clooney called Steve Ricchetti, counselor to the president, to express concern about Biden's denunciation of arrest warrants sought by ICC prosecutors. The actor was also upset about the administration's initial openness to imposing sanctions on the ICC because his wife might be subject to the penalties. Apparently, Clooney is scheduled to appear at a Biden fundraiser over the next few weeks. I'd imagine things could get awkward after something like this.
Let's unpack all of this, okay? Because it shows a White House and president in Joe Biden who appears to have the spine of a jellyfish. First, the ICC puts out an arrest warrant, as you just reported, for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, led by Mrs. Clooney, Amal Clooney, and then reportedly, an outraged George Clooney calls Biden's people, and then out of nowhere, Biden suddenly reverses his position and says he's now against Congress's effort to sanction the ICC. You add all this up, I mean, shut the front door. It appears that Danny Ocean is running our country. This is outrageous.
And Robert De Niro over there is down at the Trump trial running the DOJ. But seriously, it is outrageous how political Hollywood has become.
Jimmy Kimmel hosting the Biden fundraiser. He sent out this message saying, "Hi, it's Jimmy Kimmel. I host a poorly rated show on TV that Donald Trump hate watches. I'm intruding on your text today because I'm interviewing President Biden and President Barack Obama with special guests George Clooney, Julia Roberts, and more. Every cent will help keep Donald Trump out of the Oval Office."
This sounds more like a vote no on Trump than a vote yes on Biden event. All the left seems capable of doing is getting together and hatching schemes on how to get Donald Trump. Where in that text does it talk about issues that voters truly care about? Inflation, the border, the insane amount of money that goes overseas. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. We're talking about Jimmy Kimmel here.
Yeah, well, what does Jimmy Kimmel, a multimillionaire, know about inflation, right? Doesn't impact him in any way, shape, or form. Violent crime, well, he's got security. It doesn't affect Kimmel in any way, shape, or form. Illegal immigration, doesn't really care much about that. I give Jimmy Kimmel credit, though, because he is a poorly rated late night host. It goes Gutfeld and then Colbert and then throw somebody else in there, and then Kimmel's there in either third or fourth place, in a distant third or fourth place.
Like I said before, I pine for an era where stars keep their opinions to themselves. Now when I watch a Robert De Niro movie, all I can think about is the stupid stuff that comes out of his mouth.
Talks how he wants to punch people in the face. Well, I'd like to punch him in the face.
What do you guys think? Do you like hearing your favorite actor or celebrity talk about their political views? Let me know down in the comments. Regardless, the Biden suck-up frenzy continues.
We saw this last month when who was a Colbert at Radio City Music Hall, hosted a fundraiser and raised all this money for Biden. Now it's Kimmel. All I know is I don't remember very much of a Johnny Carson or a Jay Leno or even David Letterman, the NBC version, being a political activist to the point where he's hosting fundraisers for an incumbent president who's polling lower than any president in history. So that's where we are at this point, guys.
A sad day indeed. Can't these actors and celebrities tell they're being used by a leftist agenda? I guess they really don't care. Luckily, there's still a few good apples left in the cart, like Billy D over here. You should check out this video. He totally shuts down the women over at The View. Seriously, check it out. And if not, see you around the campus.